Hi, everybody, welcome back. Good to see you here today. And I have something that you have been requesting for a long time, and it's a follow up on the video that I made last week about meeting the parents, getting to know the lady. So today we will talk about proposal and how to is it, can I say proposal, or shall I just say proposing? Not sure if proposal is only for the business, but anyway, let's talk about this. First of all, I want to say that there is no right or wrong, um, in terms that you know your lady the best. You know her temper, you know her taste. Of course, most ladies would want to have the most romantic memory possible. Once again, most ladies would like to have the most romantic memory possible that she can share and tell years later how you had proposed, how you surprised her. So, if you know that she loves going out someplace special, someplace with candles, if you just, maybe you have your favorite place, right? Maybe you have a place where you go, it's a history of you always doing something special. That's to be considered. A lot of men ask me whether they should get on one knee and propose. And I want to tell you also that it is really up to you and your lady because it's a classic proposal or way of proposing. But if you know that your lady for some reason is not gonna like it, do not do it. If you are at that point in your life when you are about to propose, you should know her. Hopefully you know her and her taste really well. I think as long as you are not doing anything extreme, like you're not begging on one knee and crying, but it's elegant and beautiful, and um, you know that she's also into classic novels and romance like that. Yes, why not? Once again, you choose the place. You want to make sure that she loves that place. It could be a beautiful restaurant, maybe a private table far away from everybody, tables that looks out on something beautiful. It could be on a trip somewhere, someplace beautiful, beautiful views. It could be maybe some special, maybe a place where you met. If she came to Ukraine and you, well, she came to Ukraine. If you came to Russia and or Ukraine and you met her on particular square or particular place, and it's this beautiful historical place with beautiful view, you might try there. It could be at home or at the hotel somewhere, but you really need to know her personality, because if she is introverted, she probably not gonna like a lot of other people looking. If you get on your knees somewhere public place, it's not as intimate, and she probably will not like the attention and might be truly uncomfortable with that. So please consider that it's not for everybody doing it this way. You can definitely get on one knee, at the place where it's a little bit more intimate. There are so many ways of doing this and being creative, but really you do need to consider her personality. If you're about to marry somebody, you better know her personality. If you are a nature lover and she's a nature lover, she doesn't care for for fancy restaurants. She just likes to be somewhere on top of the mountain or something like that. What an incredible place to do it. Or maybe on the beach, if you travel together for a vacation and you have this lovely place and your table is a little bit aside from everybody, and you surprise her that way. If so, for some reasons you feel like she's not into one knee, I want to tell you this one thing: Ukrainian women really do not like when men show weakness. By any chance, I'm not saying that getting on one knee is weakness, but if you're not so sure about her, if you're not so sure, you're probably not ready to propose. Because if you are proposed this way to a wrong woman, she might see that as weakness, and she didn't want you to begin with, and she can even make fun of you. So basically, when you propose to a lady, you should be in that situation, in that state of a relationship where you just asking for confirmation. You already know that she wants you. You already know this. You spend enough of time together, not online time, not chatting on the paid websites, but face to face, heart to heart, eyes to eyes. You've been through a lot of things. Long distance relationship is the most difficult relationship, to my personal opinion, the most difficult relationship. So yes, basically, when you propose, my advice to you, my main advice, is that her answer should basically be the confirmation that she said yes. How do you know? Well. I hope you're watching other 800 videos that I have about this topic, but you know, not so much by her words, but by her dedication, by her affection, by her genuine interest in you, by her just being exclusive with you and spend time with you and being intimate, not only physically but also emotionally. Once the woman opens up in all the ways with you, she consistent with that, that's what is on her mind. She does want to know that she is special and that she matters to you, and that's what it is. There is no, women do not, especially feminine women and traditional women, they do not wait for some special amount of time or anything like this. This is their confirmation that she should continue giving you her love. So it's really not that different. It's really common sense. But I do know that right now common sense is not common anymore, and traditional mindset is not common and judged, from anywhere from media to just your social circles. A lot of time it's considered bad, even though it's based on common sense and worked for many people. Maybe not for everybody, but for many people it does work. So definitely you should not expect her to get on one knee, as it's becoming a popular trend for feminists in Western world. There are articles about women proposing since they are equal rights. So, but you can forget about this one for sure. Ukrainian women not gonna propose to you, I can tell you that. Unless it's a woman, if she proposed to you, it's really the woman you don't want because it means that desperation reached the top floor. So basically, there is not anything so much particular about the culture, but you do want to propose to her before you ask her father her hand. For, we say in Ukraine, ее руки, her hand. Before you ask him for her hand, you want to make sure that she said yes. Because can you imagine the embarrassment if you would decide to propose to her and your dad is there and her dad is there, and she's like, oh hell no, no, I'm not ready. That would be so embarrassing. I know some people make big scene out of proposals. They make big surprises, invite a lot of friends, and film all that. Honestly, for an average classic Russian or Ukrainian woman, I do not recommend filming or having friends or kind of making a big deal of proposing. Truly, my belief will resonate with many Ukrainian women. It's a very intimate thing, especially if you're feeling some mutual. If it's involved, it's involved a lot of emotion, and there are some moments in our lives that are not for public. Yes, you can have a photo shoot later on. You can have a professional photo shoot of your engagement. You can have friends and family when you ask your father to be blessed to be married to the daughter. But when that happens, she most likely do not will not want to have a witness, because that is something very intimate, and it's something that it's a memory for two of you, that if she says yes, will be for both of you forever. I can tell you that from my experience. Have never heard from all my female friends or girlfriends that they would say, I really wish he would propose and it would be a festive event. So to make a bottom line here, nice place that she loves, place that is relaxing, not too loud, too noisy, some very romantic atmosphere. I don't know, candles, nice view. uh, if you're somewhere traveling, just something that's the atmosphere will complement the not complement but will the atmosphere will resonate or will allow or be inviting for such a special night. Nothing too loud, nothing too let's go in a club. If you're over 21 years old, that's not something she wants to do. She wants us to be memorable, romantic, that 100 years from now you will tell to your grandchildren. So that is my point of view on that. It's really not that traditional. You don't have to wear traditional Ukrainian suit, or you don't have to do anything too exotic. Now when it's come to wedding, if you have two weddings, one in Ukraine, one in US, we'll talk about in another video. I will prepare you for a few things if you need to. We also will talk about the ring. I know some of you were inquiring where to buy the ring, so I will share about that soon. But I hope I gave you an idea. It's not really that different, except it should be very, very romantic, and probably, as I said, not a public place, because in Ukraine, it's not that common to propose on one knee. So if you do that, a lot of people might stop and look at you, and it's when you want to have that special moment, you most likely want to have that inner experience rather than the outside stimulation or comments or anybody's reactions. You probably want to be in that moment forever. You probably want to remember that moment forever for two of you. It's basically, it's almost like she wants to feel that she's the only one girl in the world. So if that place is secluded, maybe you are somewhere in the mountains or some island or whatever it is, and it's just beautiful nature and views, and light breeze and wind, and it's something like that. For not for all, but for many, she will want to remember. She doesn't want to be distracted by the cars or drivers or people yelling or screaming, unless she is a performance person, and that's what she been hinting you on, which is probably, if she is super extroverted and like very very different, then you have to figure out your individual way. And of course, for those of you who wants to figure out individual way, you can connect with me in person. You will see my email under the video. And also I want to say thank you everybody new who is new and old who has been joining Patreon. If you want to have more information and get a hold of me faster, and being able to request certain topics, or being able to hop on special live calls and just have all this extra information and knowledge, and being in a community of people that are on the same page, you can definitely consider joining a Patreon group. And you will also see the information below. And thank you all. I hope this video was helpful to you and gave you an idea. If you have an experience of your own, if you have more questions about this, please don't hesitate and comment below. Thank you so very much, and I will see you very soon.